Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome back in the all-new Championship Wrestling presented by CarShield. I'm your host, Gilbert Corsi. The wrestling world is left in shock with the monumental, devastating end to the Tag Team United fans' love for a decade. Of course, I'm talking about Peter Avalon and Ray Rosas, better known as PP Ray. This week, we will show you the moments along the way to this sudden split, including matches and footage never before seen on our program. It all started back in October when PP Ray returned to the United Wrestling Network in a tag team match against Midnight Heat. Let's take a look now at what transpired.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Defy Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, from the island of Misfit Boys, weighing in at really, really heavy, pretty Peter Avalon and Ray Rosas, PP Ray!
Avalon's not going to be shushing anybody here in Commerce Casino. He wants the noise, he wants the party atmosphere. If you've seen Avalon in AEW, you know, and the Wingmen and all of that, he's going back to his roots here and going to have some fun with his longtime tag team partner, Ray Rosas, three-time United Tag Team Champions.
Who doesn't love a reunion tour and a chance to become tag champs again? The Defy Tag Team Championships on the line here. PP Ray fired up.
Recently reunited and scored a victory over Reno Scum, of course, one of the top tag teams in all the business, all the world. And now a chance to win the Defy World Tag Team titles here tonight.
Boy, a really close team, very tight.
Oh yes, extremely close.
And introducing the champions, being accompanied to the ring by Guy Tweekasetti at a combined weight of 400 pounds. They are the Defy Tag Team Champions, rockin' Ricky Gibson and Precious Eddie Pearl, the Midnight Heat!
I can see a lot of parallels between the Midnight Heat and PP Ray in the past here in the United Wrestling Network. And Midnight Heat, you know, showing their success. They're the Defy World Tag Team Champions. Defy up there out of, you know, Washington, up there in the Pacific Northwest. And the titles are, in fact, on the line here. And despite, you know, the party atmosphere with PP Ray, I don't know if anybody can match the energy of the party captain, Guy Tweekasetti.
I think when he finally comes down and stops running, that hangover's going to catch up to him and kill him.
Oh, man, it's going to be rough.
It's absolutely, but yeah, the energy, talk about a fashion plate, look what Tweek is wearing.
How many batteries do you think it takes to run that suit?
More than I got, that's for sure. He's just energy shot out of a cannon every time he comes out here. Of course, who doesn't love Heat Street?
Oh, wait a minute, Avalon is heading to the bar, a little something for the tip jar.
All right, that'll get the faithful on your side. That's a good move.
No doubt about it.
Tip your service workers. You know, it's been hard times out there for a lot of people as we come back to life. That's important. Good on Peter Avalon. I grew up in the service industry, so you know I'm going to try and remain impartial. But that was a good move.
Great atmosphere here in Commerce Casino. Defy World Tag Team titles on the line. We'll run down some of the teams that PP Ray has faced and defeated in the past here in the United Wrestling Network. We talked about Reno Scum, the Rock Nest Monsters, Kevin Martinson, who we saw in action, incredible, and Yuma, what a team they were. They've taken on the likes of Thatcher and Gulak, you know, the Tribe, Navajo Warrior, Hawaiian Lion, and I mean, just top to bottom.
Yeah.
They've been in some wars.
They've faced really everybody. And like you said, just recently beat the Reno Scum. So this isn't just some vanity, you know, play the hits, washed up toward. They are still as good as ever. And here we go, underway for the Defy Tag Team Championship. But the Midnight Heat, as you know, since they have aligned themselves with Guy Tweekasetti, have really found a new gear. They've really been jamming together and finding a lot of success.
Indeed, and Avalon having some fun, playing the mental mind games. And, you know, this a homecoming for PP Ray, but in more ways than one. It was this very building, the Commerce Casino, where PP Ray captured their first United Tag Team titles.
What a fascinating bit of history, and just you know, that just it adds to the electricity in the air that they could capture another set of titles here tonight. You'd love to see it. They'll have their hands full with Midnight Heat, though. I mean, maybe younger in the game than PP Ray, but certainly specialists in their own right.
Oh, no doubt.
Super continuity between the two of them, traveling the roads together.
In control now is pretty Peter Avalon, controlling the arm of rockin' Ricky Gibson. Tag is made there. In comes Ray Rosas. Here we see the teamwork. Drop, toe hold, senton, knee drop. Boy, they haven't missed a step, have they? Into the cover now goes Rosas.
Haven't missed a step, and they're such a unique team, too, is that they found a lot of success as a tag team. They've lost single success as well, as you know better than anyone.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, Peter Avalon was the longest reigning Hollywood Heritage Champion in the history of this company. Won the red carpet rumble.
That might be the most devastating rope break I've ever seen.
Ray Rosas as well won the prestigious Percival Pringle III Cup, named after the legendary manager. Heritage champion in his own right, television champion, Arizona State champion. Cover attempt there by rockin' Ricky Gibson.
Just a great fighting champion, too, is Ray Rosas.
Yes. And just, it's great to see that fun-loving attitude back when he's with Avalon. Meeting of the minds, and in firm control are the veterans right now.
Yeah,
PP Ray.
A little miscommunique from Midnight Heat there. PP Ray dominated.
Again, the Defy Tag Team titles of the Midnight Heat are on the line, sanctioned by Defy Wrestling. That shows a lot of confidence in the champion.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it also just showcases what Primetime Live brings to the table. You know, you talk about that forbidden door, wanting to bring in the best from all over the world, and that includes, you know, championships like those Defy Tag Team Championships. What a stereo drop kick.
Oh, yeah. Little rock and roll, if you will.
Welcome to Fight in 60. I'm Josh Chernoff. Let's take a quick look at everything Fight has to offer this week in the world of pro wrestling. The weekend kicks off Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time with the Hood Slam Weekend Bundle that features Hood Slam Fights into Dreams, aka Imperious Regina, and Saturday's Glam Reawakening. Then Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Game Changer Wrestling presents GCW Tournament of Survival, which is part of the GCW Survival Weekend package that also features Sunday's GCW Cage of Survival. As always, check Fight.tv for time and availability in your market, as well as our wide array of free content each and every day. I'm Josh Chernoff, and this has been Fight in 60.
At CarShield, we're always looking for the brightest talent.
Thank you for calling CarShield. How may I help you?
This styling, profiling, limousine ride, wheeling, dealing son of a gun is here to tell you that CarShield administrators make sure you don't have to pay for expensive auto repairs. Woo!
Oh, and they've got tons of it, and you've seen it. You know, some of those maneuvers, the jam session, the backstab it. That's my favorite thing.
Oh my goodness.
And of course, the heat magnet, if they are to hit that, it'll be over in a hurry. Here's the cover. They have isolated Avalon, and now we're seeing the tag team expertise of Midnight Heat.
Yes, they are specialists. You walking around the locker room, you can just feel how tight a team Midnight Heat are. You know, they're the types that could finish each other's sentences, you know, whether they want to or not, but they really, really are on the same page and wavelength almost all of the time. With Guy Tweekasetti, I don't know. I don't know if anybody can match his wavelength.
Well, yeah, wavelength indeed. The party captain known to throw quite the rager out there at sea in that yacht of his. Desperation jawbreaker, swing and a miss a couple times over. Oh. Kitchen sink knee, and Avalon has got to find a way to make a tag. Time of possession offensively has really swung to the advantage of the champions.
Yeah, Avalon was looking good, but really that interference from Tweekasetti momentarily took him off his game a little bit, and now it's been all Midnight Heat. You see Ricky Gibson pressing the advantage. Avalon's got nowhere to go.
And that tag team continuity for PP Ray is cover here by Gibson. Might take a little while to warm back up. You know, they just haven't been teaming together regularly at all.
Yeah, it's very true. I know they got that big-time win over the Reno Scum. There you go. That'll mess the equilibrium up, but Ricky Gibson got him by the hair. A little bit of jealousy on display there. Maybe cover.
Man, that was vicious, and Avalon going to be putting the follicles to the test there after that. Tag is made, frequent tag, staying fresh, isolating Avalon, who again coming off of a layoff, coming off of an injury. Have they maybe picked him as the one to target here? Look at this, double suspended suplex perhaps.
Textbook, all the blood rushing.
Oh, misdirection.
A little bit of the fake out there.
Called the audible. Double shot there into the cover. Man, Avalon's in trouble.
He's in deep trouble. He is desperate to make a tag to Ray Rosas. Ray Rosas just trying his best to will Avalon into the corner to get away to make the tag.
Midnight Heat trying to spoil the reunion party here of PP Ray in a big way.
Oh, that could be the opening that Avalon needs. Nobody at the bottom of the well for Eddie Pearl. Avalon needs to make a tag.
Avalon huffing and puffing though. He's been in there. He's eaten a lot of punishment. Another shot there by Pearl. Grabbing the leg, isolating,
smart.
Nullifying the tag. Great tandem tag team wrestling. Elbow drop by Gibson. Man, they're really one of the best teams in the game today. Fujiwara armbar. Wow, oh wow, the pressure.
Textbook from the School of Rock. The Midnight Heat. There you go. Avalon getting to the ropes.
Is it Fujiwara or is it a whammy bar?
Yes, it is, and he's working it just like one, too.
Playing that solo.
Yeah, well, playing it solo is Peter Avalon. It's a tag team contest, and he is not. Oh, and you see that Eddie Pearl with that knee just right into the lower back of Peter Avalon in such a bad way, and now just getting picked apart by both members of Midnight Heat.
It's, you know, it's the little things, just that little added something extra. That knee into the cover now, close call, near fall, and Midnight Heat is really about to put a nightcap on this thing for PP Ray, who's known to party all night long.
Yeah, no party for Peter Avalon. Look at the pain on his face. What's Eddie Pearl have in store for Pretty Peter? Just an ugly body slam.
Scoop and a slam, very effective, however, and goes for the cover. Wanting to put this thing on ice. Man, what a feather and a cap it would be, and I'm not talking about Halston bodies, wacky hats. Feather in the cap it would be for Midnight Heat if they could score the victory here.
Signs of life.
Oh yeah, Avalon digging down deep.
Oh, you see, right back into the corner. But Avalon still showing that toughness, able to fend off both men. There, but see, there you see the number. Oh, stepping on the hand of Twink, low bridge. Out you go. Go make that tag.
He's not going to be pouring drinks or steering the
there
boat.
There it is.
Here comes Ray Rosas. Checks in.
We have Tweak over here at our broadcast table. Ray Rosas, though, he's cleaning house. Oh, what a swinging neck breaker. And off comes the fishnets.
Yep, the shirt comes off, the gloves come off, and Ray Rosas all kinds of fired up. And Tweeka said he did grab those Defy Tag Team titles. Oh, super kick from the outside. Look out here, Inzagiri by Rosas.
Stiff shots, and in comes back in Peter Avalon.
Both these teams know about stiff shots, I think. Double team offense. Here we go, history to be made. Deep cover, only a count of two.
Nearly three. We nearly had new Defy Tag Team champions. And yes, I think wisely Peter Avalon tagging Ray Rosas back in. I don't think Peter has gotten the breather he necessarily needs. There's Eddie Pearl, is gonna help a brother out.
Yep, nice assist there by precious Eddie Pearl. And a meeting of the minds here for PP Ray. That allows the double team here. Sunset flip, there it is, backstabbeth by the Midnight Heat. Is that gonna do it? They retain, not yet.
Ray Rosas, I think by the benefit of being so fresh, still has something left in the tank, but that is a devastating mover. He backstabbeth.
I don't even know if the generals gathered in their masses can save the title aspirations right now of PP Ray. They're in trouble, but oh, look out here now.
What a crazy train of events. Could be new tag team champions.
Boy, if it hadn't been for that takedown, double leg takedown there by Gibson, I think that they would have had the cover with that sunset flip. Incredible.
Yeah, tremendous back and forth action. Nearly new Defy Tag Team champions. Peter Avalon has just taken so much damage. I'm surprised he's even able to stay on his feet here, absorbing more shots from Ricky Gibson. Now, not only absorbing shots, offering his own and a finger to the eye.
Blatant eye poke. You got to admonish him there.
There you go.
Over the top with a drop kick. Boy, these guys just in sync, in tune. Here we go. There's the smash. Here comes the dash. And now rolls into the cover like they haven't missed a beat.
Could be feeling 3 beats and a new tag team champion right here.
Cover, here we go. History to be made. Gibson makes a save again. My goodness, he's pesky.
PP Ray coming ever so close a multitude of times thus far. They are knocking at the door, fixing to come on through and become new Defy Tag Team Champions. What Peter Avalon have in store here. Springboard, drop kick, caught Ricky Gibson napping.
And now Rosas gonna take out the trash here. That cannonball to the outside. Uh-oh, we talk about stiff shots. I thought it was gonna be maybe martinis.
And there you see Tweaks, he's got those tag team titles. In you come, and down you go.
The seas are getting rough for the party captain.
Oh, super kick for his trouble.
Oh no, Precious Pearl, he had the title. He had the title.
Didn't see it.
No, he did not. No, he did not. Not this way. Give me a break.
Here are your winners and still Defy Tag Team Champions, the Midnight Heat.
By hook or by crook, emphasis on crook, Midnight Heat still the Defy Tag Team Champions, courtesy of the assist to Guy Tweakacetti.
Spoiling the reunion, spoiling the party, but I gotta say it, it's not something that PP Ray wouldn't have done themselves in the past. Perhaps they got beaten at their own game, but still great to see him back in action.
At Car Shield, we're always looking for the brightest talent.
Thank you for calling Car Shield. How may I help you?
This styling, profiling, limousine ride, wheeling, dealing son of a gun is here to tell you that Car Shield administrators make sure you don't have to pay for expensive auto repairs. Woo!
We want our employees.
As we headed into the new year, these two still seemed like they were on good terms. They would continue teaming as PP Ray while also testing their luck in singles competition, an area where they both seen success. But then came a bit of a losing streak for Rosas. He would lose to EJ Sparks with Hall of Famer Booker T at ringside on commentary. Rosas claimed that he was distracted throughout the match by Booker and that Avalon never came to his aid to balance the forces. Then against Hunter Freeman, Rosas would find himself again on the losing end with Brendan Devine interjected illegally in the match. And to make matters worse here, Banning's followers beat Ray senseless into the canvas, and once again, no save from Avalon. So what do they say? Hindsight's 20/20? One can only go back now, and since a dejected Ray Rosas when we caught up with him backstage before PP Ray was set to challenge for the tag team titles.
Hello everyone, Jack Farmer here, standing by with the legendary tag team PP Ray, and they're gonna celebrate 10 years together by taking a shot at the United Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
Jack, incredible. A decade in dance. Me and my main man shaking ass, making cash along the way. I love it. Up and down, all across the country. PP Ray is making it shine. Ray, I'm stoked, man. What do you got to say about it?
I'm really excited to be here, man. Happy to have Peter back. Happy to be reformed as PP Ray. 10 years together is a really long time.
It's always great. It's always great to see such a legendary tag team come back, but while you guys were away, the Midnight Heat kind of stepped up and took your spot. And now the World Tag Team Champions and the hottest thing going today.
All this talk of PP Ray and Midnight Heat, have you forgotten about the hottest dish on the menu?
Ladies and gentlemen, next week, these three teams will face each other for the United Wrestling World Tag Team Championships. Stay tuned.
Hey, we have more never-before-seen footage now. It's Rosas explaining his actions following that dastardly turn on his best friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Farmer here, and I am being joined by Ray Rosas. Ray, The internet has been abuzz about what happened, and everyone wants to know what happened with you and your friend, your partner, Peter Avalon.
Everybody's always asking. Ray, why did you do it? Ray, what was that for? What did you do that for, Ray? But nobody bothers to ask, what did Peter do to deserve it? I was wronged. And I punish it with impunity. Peter Avalon took everything from me. Took my birthday. He took my bookings. He took my fans. He took my confidence. Jack. Despite all of my accomplishments in my 13 years of professional wrestling, I'm only known as Peter Avalon's tag team partner. And I just finally got invited to drinks with the boss, and he said, make sure to invite Peter, get him out of his bunny hole. I'm a person too! This isn't about jealousy. This isn't about greed. This is about being myself. This is about autonomy. I need people to see me. I need people to look at me. I need to know that I matter too. So did I answer your question, Jack? I hope it answers everybody's question.
At CarShield, we're always looking for the brightest talent.
Thank you for calling CarShield. How may I help you?
This styling, profiling, limousine ride, wheeling, dealing son of a gun is here to tell you that CarShield administrators make sure you don't have to pay for expensive auto repairs. Woo!
We want our employees to be themselves.
Woo!
We encourage teamwork.
And woo!
Welcome to Fight in 60. I'm Josh Chernoff. Let's take a quick look at everything Fight has to offer this week in the world of pro wrestling. The weekend kicks off Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time with the Hood Slam Weekend Bundle that features Hood Slam Fights into Dreams, aka Imperious Regina, and Saturday's Glam Reawakening. Then Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Game Changer Wrestling presents GCW Tournament of Survival, which is part of the GCW Survival Weekend package that also features Sunday's GCW Cage of Survival. As always, check Fight.tv for time and availability in your market, as well as our wide array of free content each and every day. I'm Josh Chernoff, and this has been Fight in 60.
Peter Avalon, wanting to make a statement in his return to singles competition, did so in a very big way, going toe-to-toe with Heritage champion Jordan Cruz in a never-before-aired match. It was exclusive to fans in attendance until now. Let's go to that action. An epic contest between two of the longest-reigning Heritage champions in United history.
What a homecoming for pretty Peter Avalon. Right back in the mix here in the United Wrestling Network, right back where he belongs with championship title gold on the line.
You know better than anyone, PK. This man is a pillar of championship wrestling, and everything the United Wrestling Network is built upon so much on the back of Peter Avalon.
Somebody who's,
and the abs.
Yes, he's got a shot at the United Heritage title. No stranger to that title, the longest reigning Heritage champion in United Wrestling Network history. I believe it was 672 days on top.
Quite a reign. Can he start a new one right here?
And here's the champion, Jordan Cruz. What a fighting champion he's been. In fact, it used to be known as the Hollywood Heritage title. It became the United Heritage title because he took the show on the road, defended it across state lines in different promotions. A true fighting champion if there ever was one.
Calls himself the modern-day Spartan, goes into that ring with the true spirit of a warrior. Jordan Cruz has never backed down from a fight here in championship wrestling.
High stakes matchup here, brought to you by the United Wrestling Network. Here to set the stage for this championship matchup, our own Adnan Qureshi.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United Heritage Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Carson City, Nevada, weighing in at 181 pounds, Pretty Peter Avalon. And introducing his opponent from Lafayette, Louisiana, weighing in at 219 pounds, he is the United Heritage Champion, Jordan Cruz.
Stage is set. Big time title defense here upcoming for Jordan Cruz against such a decorated champion in the United Wrestling Network. Avalon's done it all. Red carpet Rumble winner, multiple time tag team champion, mentioned the longest reigning Heritage champion, and the Irvine Improv has been kind to Peter Avalon. Wrestled at Coastline Clash, the first United Wrestling Network event here in this legendary venue, defeated David Arquette.
Unbelievable just history that comes with Peter Avalon. I was talking with Jordan Cruz, and you know, he wants to prove his mettle against that longest reigning Heritage champion. He wants the very best Peter Avalon he can get, because as Jordan Cruz first stated when he won that title, is that he wanted to etch his name in history as the very best.
Avalon wrestled in the very first matchup of on the Championship Wrestling program in Orange County. It was at the Galaxy Theater many years ago, and wrestled Colt Cabana in that matchup that would start the historic, over decade-long run of this program. Nice takedown early by the challenger.
Yeah, very nice takedown. Peter Avalon, you know, just knows so much, has been in the game for such a long time, but every time I see Jordan Cruz, you know, the champ's not resting on his laurels. He's getting in better and better shape every time you see him. He's you know, not resting. He's going everywhere to defend that championship, to ply his trade and get better.
Yeah, and what I like here is he's not rushing in.
Yeah.
You know, Avalon will get under your skin. He'll make you make a mistake. And I think that Cruz has defended the title against people that have played the mind games in the past. Had a very impressive title defense against Effie.
Yes. And, you know, I think you talk about him not rushing in and picking his spots. That's something that maybe a year or two ago Jordan Cruz would have rushed in and would have cost him. But he's learning.
Nice.
He's learning. What under the rope, not to be.
Takedown there by Avalon, back and forth. Saw the cradle earlier by the champion. Jordan Cruz, as you touched on, very composed here thus far in this championship defense. Look at Avalon picking up the pace. Nice takedown.
And that was pretty, and so is from Jordan Cruz, a little bit more high impact. Former Marine putting some salt on that one.
Avalon has been known for the tag team ranks here on this program as well. You know, legendary team along with Ray Rosas, PP Ray, but no wingman in the house tonight. He's got to go solo here. He wants to win the Heritage title.
All alone in the night, as they say. But yeah, I mean, just to your point, as you're perfectly illustrating, there is nothing that Peter Avalon has not done in a championship wrestling ring. Just one of the most decorated, most successful competitors. And you see it right there, both men with the skills to pay the bills. Back and forth they go.
Champion looking good here, starts to string together the offense. Big scoop and a slam. Nice arm drag takeover there, and just controlling the action, controlling the challenger, throwing around Avalon. Avalon is as lean as I think I've ever seen him.
Yeah, and Jordan Cruz continues to bulk up, it looks like. And just you see in his eyes the amount of focus on the eyes of the champion. He knows what a feather in his cap would be to beat Peter Avalon.
Yeah, and really to cement himself as one of the greats to hold the Heritage title, because he's in there with the guy that held it longer than absolutely anybody else. 672 days. What an impressive reign that is.
It's the test he wants to pass. We'll see if he can do it. Peter Avalon able to escape, offering just a sick knife edge chop.
Counter knee though, and look out here, Northern Lights suplex with the bridge. Oh my gosh, that was perfectly executed. Almost put him away.
Look at Peter Avalon knows he's in for it now. You see the wheels turning. He understands more and more the talent of the champion, why he is exactly where he is.
Avalon didn't come back to end up on the loser side of this thing. Wants to make more championship history. Had a chance to become the first United World Champion, was in that tournament. Quiet, please. Oh, what a shot, boy. Hot knife through butter.
Just look, Cruz not taking an eye off of Peter Avalon. Oh, what a drop kick to the back of the head.
That was a nasty, nasty shot. Nasty shot there by the champion, who continues to push the pace now, press the advantage. Tough draw in that world title tournament for Avalon, though. He faced the eventual world champion in the first round, took on the Dirty Daddy, Chris Dickinson.
Yeah, you gotta hold your head high knowing that, and he went high and he went down with a thud, did Peter Avalon. What did Jordan Cruz have in mind?
Oh, look for that shot again. What a picture-perfect drop kick, measured him. Great timing by the challenger. Is that only a count of one?
Looked like it. Maybe would have been smarter to conserve a little bit more energy. Now Peter Avalon just unloading. He's got to be careful.
You got to break before that 5 count. Don't want to get disqualified. He could kiss that title shot goodbye. Avalon in control. We'll be back with more of this title competition next.
Tonight, Nature Boy Ric Flair and Car Shield team up against the expensive Car Repair Brothers for the championship belt.
Woo! Let me go on record and say Nature Boy and Car Shield will eliminate expensive car repairs when you're the greatest alive, the heavyweight champion, and if Car Shield is your partner, you can't lose. Woo! Expensive car repairs, Ric Flair and Car Shield are coming for you. Woo! Car Shield cars go farther.
Call 800-952-1286.
Attention CPAP users with sleep apnea. You may have heard about the importance of cleaning your CPAP mask and supplies regularly, but we can't stress enough the importance of replacing your old CPAP supplies every 90 days to prevent infections and improve your overall health. With Medicare and private insurance, you may qualify to receive regular replacement supplies with free home delivery at little or no out-of-pocket cost. Improve your sleep and take control of your health with new Medicare-covered CPAP supplies every 3 months.
Welcome back. Exclusive action. History to be made. Avalon goes for the cover. Only a count of 2. Avalon in control of the action during the break.
Jordan Cruz maybe can feel the crown slipping away as Avalon is asserting control.
Avalon does have submission skills. Put a lot of people away with the Golden Arch. That single leg crab, but now with this rear chin lock, really sitting back on this and
making the champ work. But
yeah, I don't see the proud champion tapping out.
Yeah, I don't see that either. No give, but certainly making Cruz expend a lot of energy, dumping Cruz to the outside, unceremonious.
Point needs to be made. Avalon can't win the title out there on the outside, but he knows every trick in the book, and he can certainly do a lot of damage.
Absolutely. Both men could do a lot of damage out there as they go around the ring here at the Irvine Improv.
Well, every seat could become a front row seat in this thing in a hurry. And the official allowing a little leniency on the count out there. Chop by the challenger.
They both have to be very careful out here.
Avalon got him up against, swing and a miss, got nothing but post. There might be some serious broken digits.
You look on Peter Avalon's face, know that some serious damage was just done. He's thinking about it. He's cradling that hand, and Jordan Cruz sees his opening.
Counter attempt here by Avalon, putting on the brakes, blocking that suplex attempt. And look at this, suplex of his own into the float over. Man, that was some serious tenacity for Avalon to pull that off.
Yeah, on the heels of his hand colliding with that steel post, you see him trying to shake the feeling back into it. I'm surprised he was able to make that counter.
Boy, I wouldn't advise that.
Yeah, no, I mean, maybe he thinks a little bit of impact can get the feeling back in it, but that's got to be just shooting pain through his hand.
Like, late great Gorilla Monsoon said it best, adrenaline can do wonders, and we're seeing that on display right now.
Adrenaline's got to be going full gear here with the Heritage Championship on the line as they're just trading shots back and forth. Neither man afraid to fire.
Changed levels, though. What a snap suplex. History to be made, no. Champion able to kick out. Advantage swings to Avalon. Look out here. Moonsault attempt. Wow. Pulling out all the stops.
Nobody home at the end. Now Jordan Cruz looking for that Dory Lariat again. Comes up empty, sending him to the outside for the moment.
Oh, look out here.
Peter Avalon's going to fly.
Suicide dive to the outside. Going 0 to painful in about 1.5 seconds.
Launching himself like a dart, and it was a bullseye. Can it be the first step in delivering another Heritage Championship to Peter Avalon? But the former Marine, is Semper firing up.
Avalon getting some serious frequent flyer miles there. That one should come with a movie and some peanuts. And now the champion perch. Don't often see him go up top, but connects. What a forearm.
A little elevation sensation from the champion to Peter Avalon.
Boy, and we're getting into deep water in this championship match. It could be anybody's ball game. Whoever gets to their feet first could go a long way to deciding the eventual victor.
Oh, you see the champ fire it up now. Connecting with the clothesline. Stiff elbow.
Jordan Cruz, the champion, certainly seems to be the fresher of the two. Right now, caught Avalon, just dumps him right on his beak.
Just feel that warrior spirit flowing through Jordan Cruz, and there you see the Dory Lariat. That Spartan Lariat into the cover.
Nasty.
Retention here for Cruz.
No, somehow, someway, Avalon fights on. How close was that?
Hand was coming down for 3. Peter Avalon said no. As you hear the crowd saying, dig down deep.
What a shot. I mean, you could just see the recoil on that shot to the back of the head, and now that warrior spirit again just exuding. He's got him up, might be looking for the Spartan driver. Looking for that Spartan driver, his version of the cradle shock out the back door.
New champion!
Close call again. Upstairs, Inzaguri. Sense of urgency now. DDT. This is going to do it. History to be made. No. So close.
This time it was the hand coming down for 3 for Peter Avalon. And wait a minute.
Zicky Dice, outlandish Zicky Dice. What business does he have out here?
Outlandish Zicky Dice has made his way to Irvine Improv. What is he doing? He's no business in this matchup.
Got that fanny pack, and how devastating that thing can be. Avalon, though, unfazed right now.
Oh, what is Zicky Dice? Come on.
Avalon was looking for martinis. That would have been it. History would have been made.
Oh, look, now Zicky Dice trying to insinuate himself into Jordan Cruz's business as well, and working as a team a little bit here to dispatch Zicky Dice.
And now back to your regularly scheduled Heritage title matchup.
Yeah.
Look out here.
Oh, no, he's got him.
He got caught. Spartan driver, center of the ring. Cruz retains.
Here is your winner, and still United Heritage Champion, Jordan Cruz.
I mean, an amazing title defense for Jordan Cruz, but you got to believe at least a little bit marred by this outlandish interference from Zicky Dice.
What business did Zicky Dice have? Now he's attacking the champion. Come on, give me a break.
Outlandish Zicky Dice. You didn't earn that.
So you think this is Twitch?
Yeah, no heritage for Zicky Dice and what he has done here on the program.
Yeah, well, 9/10 possession is not 9/10 of the law. Here he's absconding. He's taking the Heritage title. It's ridiculous and disgusting.
Thievery from outlandish Zicky Dice, but don't turn around, Zick.
Not gonna like the view.
Yeah, you said it.
And a little one-way trip back to the squared circle. Uh-oh. Circle the wagons.
The numbers game not in favor of Zicky Dice right now.
Little smash and dash.
He had 3 too many viewers that he wanted here.
All-state slam by the champ.
And a great showing of sportsmanship from Peter Avalon to give the title back to Jordan Cruz. PP Ray giving the champ his props.
As they say, iron sharpens iron, and what a phenomenal Heritage title match it was, even with the interference of Zicky Dice. Great respect here, and this has got to go a long way, as we mentioned, to really cement the reign as the United Heritage champ of Jordan Cruz.
Putting his name in the history books right alongside the very best, and that's who he was in the ring with tonight. Great showing by Jordan Cruz and Peter Avalon.
Great respect shown by both competitors, respect being shown by the faithful here at the Irvine Improv. A fight we'll never forget. Little PP Ray reunion as well, and they've got title action in their future as well.
Give it up for your Hollywood Heritage champion, Jordan Cruz.
Tonight, Nature Boy Ric Flair and Car Shield team up against the expensive Car Repair Brothers for the championship belt.
Woo! Let me go on record and say Nature Boy and Car Shield will eliminate expensive car repairs when you're the greatest alive, the heavyweight champion, and if Car Shield is your partner, you can't lose. Woo! Expensive car repairs? Ric Flair and Car Shield are coming for you. Woo! Car Shield cars go farther.
Call 800-952-1286.
Attention CPAP users with sleep apnea. You may have heard about the importance of cleaning your CPAP mask and supplies regularly, but we can't stress enough the importance of replacing your old CPAP supplies every 90 days to prevent infections and improve your overall health. With Medicare and private insurance, you may qualify to receive regular replacement supplies with free home delivery at little or no out-of-pocket cost. Improve your sleep and take control of your health with new Medicare-covered CPAP supplies every 3 months.
After being sidelined for weeks, Peter Avalon finally has a chance to speak his mind. We're showing you now some live exclusive footage of Avalon's heartfelt message to fans and the aftermath of his words.
It is great to see Peter Avalon walking in here under his own power.
Yeah, that's a victory in and of itself. After the onslaught that he sustained.
Yeah, despite the best efforts of his partner for 10 years, Ray Rosas.
Pretty Peter! Pretty Peter! Pretty Peter!
Well, thank you. Here at the Improv, I feel like I need to start a set and start telling jokes. Unfortunately, I'm feeling a little sad. I'm a little overwhelmed. I've been nervous today. But through that, I feel oddly calm. I know what you're expecting with what Ray did to me, hitting me with that chair, making me bleed in Oxnard. Vengeance, right? Peter, get him. Retribution, revenge, a revenge tour, even. Use that hatred, that anger that we have for one another and just fight. No, thank you. I have no interest. Let it go. Go, better man. Hatred is blind. Anger is deaf. But vengeance just leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. And I don't like that. It doesn't taste good to me. What I desire is understanding. PP Ray was named by the fans. PP Ray stood for Peter and Ray. Ray and Peter, it didn't matter to me, the order, because it just meant us together. Wherever we were at, together. Me, him, didn't matter if we were teaming or against each other even. We brought the best out of each other. Exactly. We're brothers. I consider us brothers in arms. We grew up in this business together. We went through hell, road trips, up and down. Hell, Ray Rosas, do you remember in East LA years ago, to make something work for you at the Underground Arena? I was almost mugged in East LA. I had a gun drawn on me and put to my head. All for wrestling. All for you, Ray, because I love you. That happened and I still did the show. That's love. That's friendship. Years later, I get a phone call from the elite. From the elite, and Ray Rosas was one of the first people that I told about this opportunity I had, and he, from the bottom of his heart, was happy for me, and he said, you have to do this, Peter. We work hard. This is why we work hard, and we do it for. So I became All Elite Pete. But then, Ray, something changed. Something changed within you. And you came to work and you even started to express it. Who cares? You didn't give a damn anymore. Who cares? Hell, Ray, you went as far as to call yourself the Leftovers. Ray, nobody here thought of you that way. The people in the back didn't think of you that way. But until you said something, now they think that. Now they think Ray Rosas is sloppy seconds.
Sloppy seconds! Sloppy seconds!
And you're mad at me? You're mad at me for some perceived slights that you may have, Ray? You're mad at me for your weird lack of opportunity and success, your bookings? You're mad at some kind of lack of identity? Damn it, Ray, what about me? I had to work at the damn library to make this dream come true. And now, anytime I go to Jacksonville, I might as well be invisible. When I see everything happening there, people that I have booked on my television show in Arizona getting opportunities, when I see kids in face paint getting opportunities at championships on nationwide television, why I am relegated to YouTube alone. You want to talk about identity? I don't know what I am there. But you know what, Ray? I understand you. I understand. And I forgive you. I got in this at 18 years old. I've been doing this now for 13 years, and for 10 of those years, we've been partners in crime. So you know what? Screw it. Doesn't matter. It's behind me. Because what's important is me. What is important is I'm sick and tired of sitting in the back being made to feel like a joke. I'm pretty professional producer, and I am prime time. I am the biggest man in professional wrestling, Ray Rosas. I don't need you. I came into this world alone. I am in this business alone, and I will rise to the top alone, and I will remain there alone, Ray. I will go through you to get to championship gold. Whoever the United World Champion is, bring them to Pete. It's PPA all damn day.
Oh my God, no!
Not again. After stirring words from Peter Avalon, Ray Rosas with yet another sneak attack on his former best friend and tag partner.
Say, keep talking! Keep talking!
From behind, profound words from Avalon. Avalon did the right, he was a bigger man. He said, I forgive you, but I'm gonna move on. No, not off the stage!
Oh, God. Ugly spill for Peter Avalon. Ray Rosas just sickening. He's got the ring bell.
It's a great way to blow out a knee, and now things are gonna go bad to worse. Don't do it! No!
God! Oh, the sickening thud of that ring bell across the cranium of Peter Avalon.
What is wrong with this guy? Sickening. Sickening. Crowd here in Irvine letting Rosas know what they think about him, and he deserves every bit of it. But Avalon didn't deserve this.